Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including AEW Champion was arrested on firearms charge, Teases Edge is heading to AEW, spoilers galore concerning the Bloodline and the Judgement Day, racial discrimination suit against the WWE dropped, and more. AEW Champion Arrested. Topping today's news is a breaking report concerning Cash Wheeler, one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Keep in mind that details are limited. Wrestling News is reporting Cash Wheeler, real name Daniel Wheeler, is facing one count of aggravated assault with a firearm after being arrested Friday morning by the Orlando Police Department. The Orlando Sentinel reported the news. According to county records following the arrest, Wheeler was booked in circuit court. No further details were given. However, PW Insider is now reporting Wheeler filed a plea of not guilty to the charge of aggravated assault with a firearm via his attorney with the Circuit Court of Orange County, Florida on August 3rd. The charge is considered a third-degree felony in the state of Florida, so whatever incident led to the arrest, it happened several weeks ago and was not something that took place overnight. No word on why Wheeler was arrested Friday morning, and again, details remain scarce. News site PW Insider reached out to AEW and received the following response. AEW has been made aware of the charge and we are closely monitoring the situation. He is fully cooperating with local authorities. At this point, it's unknown whether Wheeler's arrest will affect AEW's upcoming All-In match between the Young Bucks and FTR. Since details are unknown, it's anyone's guess. However, AEW did suspend Jeff Hardy following his DUI arrest rather than giving him time to defend himself. Will AEW change its policy, or is it handling things on a case-by-case basis? Wrestlelamia will continue following this developing story. Teases Edge is heading to AEW. Is Edge's match against Sheamus his last match in the WWE? And if so, is the rated R superstar heading to AEW? Those are two questions driving Edge heads bonkers, as there has been no shortage of speculation on Edge's future. While Ringside News recently reported Edge isn't leaving the WWE, there have been two updates that may change your take on things. The first is a report concerning Edge's contract status with WWE. According to Edge, his WWE deal expires after tonight's match on SmackDown. Edge dropped the news during an interview with ET Canada, while also commenting on his wrestling future. Here's what I can honestly say, and this isn't the answer that everybody is going to want, I truly don't know. I can, with 100% truth, say I don't know. And that's strange for me, but I don't. I really don't. I've put some thought into it, but not a lot. Whether Edge is truly torn about his future or merely working the fans is the big question. Edge did remark, "This is the last match on my contract, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. I probably won't know till I get to the locker room that night and just decompress." However, one of Edge's friends is providing a second reason for fans to consider Edge might leave the WWE. AEW wrestler Dax Harwood recently uploaded a tweet featuring a picture of himself, Edge, and the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. Some fans see this as evidence Edge is being persuaded to join AEW. You may recall Edge was pursued by AEW prior to his return to the WWE in 2020. If Edge were to work at AEW, it could lead to any number of dream matches, including a reunion with former tag team partner and childhood friend Christian Cage. Edge will celebrate 25 years in WWE on Friday as he wrestles Sheamus in Edge's stomping grounds, Toronto, Canada. What do you think is next for Edge, and what would you like to see him do next? Let us know in the comments below. Spoiler alert, rumors galore on the Bloodline and the Judgement Day. Time for several spoilers concerning the WWE's two biggest factions, the Bloodline and the Judgement Day. Let's dive in, but before we do, you'll want to skip ahead if you want to avoid spoilers on the two teams. Roman Reigns skipping Payback? Is Roman Reigns competing at Payback? While rumors persist that Roman was injured at SummerSlam during his match against Jey Uso, one thing is certain, the Tribal Chief won't be competing at Payback, at least according to a report from Dave Meltzer, who commented in this week's Observer that Reigns will not be on that show. Regardless of whether Reigns is dealing with any injury, it's unlikely he would have worked a B show like Payback, and there were previous reports he was taking time off after SummerSlam. Whatever the case, there have been no hints of what the future holds for Reigns in terms of his next opponent. Although rumors persist that the WWE wants to book Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 40, that could change. Names that have come up during speculation about future opponents include AJ Styles, Solo Sikoa, and Bobby Lashley. At one point, it appeared Karrion Kross was going to challenge Reigns, but such a match would need a serious push for Kross. Who do you think Roman should wrestle next? Jay versus Jimmy happening at Payback? In other Bloodline news, Diamond Dave is also reporting that Jimmy and Jey Uso won't fight each other at Payback. The Melts mused, "We do know that Jimmy versus Jey Uso is being held off for more build time and likely a bigger show. Rumor has it the WWE intends to run its next Saudi Arabia Super Show in early November. If WWE does want to book Jay versus Jimmy at a bigger show, it seems more likely the match will take place in Saudi Arabia and/or at Survivor Series." Spoilers on the Judgment Day's future. What's in the cards for Raw's fearsome foursome The Judgment Day? The WWE has been teasing tension in the group ever since Damian Priest became Senor Money in the Bank, a situation which seems to have frustrated Priest's faction mate Finn Balor as he pursues the World Heavyweight Championship. With more signs the Judgment Day will be undergoing a lineup change, Dave Meltzer is reporting on what the WWE's current plans are. While this could easily change, the long-term plan is Priest out of Judgment Day. Whether that means McDonough is in, that's a probable but not 100%. The WWE has been teasing a partnership between Finn Balor and McDonough, including McDonough's efforts to possibly get into the group's good graces by helping them take out their enemies. While a lineup change might seem like a bad idea, strong factions have been able to change their lineup without any negative results. It appears WWE intends to shake the group up. Do you think this is a good idea? Has WWE booked any matches for Payback? Speaking of Payback, has WWE booked any matches for the 2nd September show yet? While nothing official has been announced by WWE, Wrestling News' Andrew Ravens is reporting, the first match for this year's WWE Payback has been set, as the promotion recently ran a commercial for it in international markets and on WWE Main Event. This isn't a major shocker, as Adam Pearce did inform fans on Raw that Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus' next match will take place in a steel cage. Although WWE's authority figure didn't say just when, it seems like it'll take place at Payback. Update on 2 top female fighters in AEW. Time for an update on 2 of AEW's top female stars, Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa. Cargill has been off AEW TV since dropping the TBS Championship to Chris Statlander in a big upset. As for Thunder, she's been sidelined with what's believed to be a back injury, one so bad she had to relinquish the AEW Women's Championship. Now, Dave Meltzer is reporting in this week's Wrestling Observer that Jade Cargill's name has been talked about regarding coming back soon. Thunder Rosa was planned to challenge for the women's title very quickly after she was cleared, given she never lost in the ring. When she is cleared is still not confirmed. Her back issues ended up being far worse than originally expected. At one point, there were concerns that Cargill wasn't returning to wrestling, a situation that AEW obviously would want to avoid given all the time it spent building Jade up as a monster, including an incredible win streak. As for Thunder Rosa, it'll be interesting to see if there is any backstage heat on her, given the various rumors concerning her and several key players in AEW's women's locker room. Racial discrimination lawsuit against WWE dismissed? Last but not least, time for a look at a racial discrimination lawsuit filed against the WWE that has been dismissed by the person who brought it in the first place. Cageside Seats' Sean Reuter summarized the case. Brittany Abrahams wrote for WWE from 2020 to 2022. Abrahams, who is black, essentially alleged that the company created an excuse to fire her in retaliation for her repeated objections to racist and/or stereotypical material pitched for or used in scripts for Raw and SmackDown. However, that doesn't mean Abrahams is giving up on her case. Reuter noted that Abrahams has the option to refile the case, and that it's a move that many believe is an indication that she and her legal team at the Cochran Group are working on a settlement with WWE that will result in a dismissal of the entire case. It'll be interesting to see what happens next, as a full-blown trial has the potential to cause bad publicity for WWE if Ms. Abraham's allegations are accurate and they emerge in court. Another area of interest is how Endeavor wants WWE to handle things in light of their upcoming merger with the company. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news, stories, and rumors you need to know. Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.